Hello guys, welcome to the core concept. Today we are going to discuss about something more interesting topic related to animal husbandry. Yes, the pandemic is not only for the human beings but also for the animals also. When we take the populations of livestock is around 1.6 billion in our country. Basically, the pandemic which hits to the livestock population means it's mostly affected the revenue for the dairy work farmers, right? Most of the people in India are agriculture oriented, especially the agriculture, not only the agriculture, the livestock revenue earning populations also more in our country. If the livestock was affected by any particular pandemic means they are going to affect very worstly because of the revenue income. So here we are going to discuss about some issues. After that issues, we are going to give and one suggestions to our government. What our suggestion is, the main answer writing suggestions, right? So basically, Atul Chaturvedi is a former secretary of Animal Husbandry and Dairying Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. His name is Atul Chaturvedi. He is a former secretary of that department. He suggested some points at where we are in the uh, developing yeah, various vaccines to the livestock populations. So let me discuss about the issue first. Later we will give one focus or solution part to the guidelines in answer rating guidelines. Let's see. So here the meat industry means what we people are used to eat the what if you go to any restaurant means the direct our eating habit is attracted towards the non-vegetarian, right? So the meat industry where the meat is which defines not only for any particular like chicken or mutton, it's also going to grab towards for example, if territorial consumer, if you take lion or tiger, that also want meat food, right? Yeah, meat related food, right? So if you calculated it, that also means it's around $50 billion. The value, whole industrial value is $50 billion. If you take as a dairy industry means dairy product like a milk, cheese, butter, these kind of dairy industries, it's around $160 billion. So the capacity carrying of these two industries, especially the meat and the dairy industries, is around what, $210 billion, the whole capacity market value, right? At the same time, the pandemic affecting especially the food related disease, the livestock are affecting by food related disease. Because of that fruit related disease, not only that particular livestock is going to affected, even for the labor who is performing the activities for the cow or dogs, they are going to affected by these food diseases. Like those kind of diseases, around 9,580 incident of diseases outbreak from the year 2000 to 2010. In that one decade, it's around 9,580 diseases are outbreaking in the every year. If you see the fourth point, increasing at the compound rate of 6%, which means every year it is compounding the rate of 6%, increasing the various diseases affecting by the livestock population. Before it was outbreak to the endemic, we have to be controlled these kind of disease spreading to the like livestock population, right? So here the main point which are suggesting and the main issue which we are focusing is the disease, like especially the zoonotic disease. Zoonotic disease, the disease which is spread among the livestock is called zoonotic diseases, which affecting the revenue foreign labor, particularly the livestock population revenue generating labors are getting affected when these kind of diseases are outbreak. Especially if you see the compound rate increasing around 6% means it every year getting increasing. That's what in the year of decade 2000 to 2010, 9,508 disease outbreak. It is in what it is in a dangerous position, right? And if the continuous affectant will be goes means it was around $12 billion losses for our labors. Why the most of the peoples are livestock population depend revenue generating peoples. Those peoples are getting affected because of these livestock diseases, around $12 billion they are going to lose in the every year, right? This is what the issue. Now we are going to focusing on what are the point we are suggesting as a guidelines point, right? Basically this topic will be come under is a it's a general public affair issue, okay? So if you see this issue, where to fix this issue means social service activities. If you see these kind of issues, they will be asked in the social service activity. They will can ask. How they will ask means they simply give one case study related to this issue. After that case study, you have to give suggestion to the government or various guidelines or various steps you have to be taken as a civil service officer. Okay. So let focusing point. See the first point, forecasting a disease outbreak. Where these diseases are coming from, where these diseases are outbreaking. You have to you have to find out the point which is outbreaking. Where the point it is outbreaking, you have to find those points. We have to means what? We are giving suggestion to the government. Government have to identify the forecasting this is outbreak point. Okay, that outbreaking point if you came to know means we will control in the initial stage itself. Now you take the second point, good starting point to lead a global economic pandemic control. Yes, obviously we are in the good state. We have very various institute like National Institute of Meteorology, a good recognized institute. We can able to control before it was going under the pandemic outbreak, right? And good startup presenting by the Indian model, right? We are in the fixation. We are currently in the fixation of good model of standard identifying the disease by various methodology. So in the future when we having a various government institutions working under the research of vaccine production, so the institution like CDSCO, control of drug and standard control organization, and institution ICAR, council of agricultural research, these kind of institutions will be developing a various research models to control these kind of a pandemic by introducing a various vaccines to the livestock. So what I am here suggesting means the collaboration among the collaborations among these institutions have to be work seriously to take this issue as an important issue to control the before outbreaking of pandemic. They have to come under the various research programs and various vaccines program to the livestock population, especially more than already I said it around $12 billion. It's $1 billion is going to be a loss, revenue loss for the laborers. So most of the peoples are depend on livestock revenue generation, right? So if you see the fourth point, see DHA, Dairy and Animal Husbandry, Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy, it's a one government institution, has set up one health unit collaboration with GAT Foundation. GAT Foundation is a private organization. It was set up in an organization called One Health Unit. That One Health Unit providing a various vaccines program to the livestock population. Okay, these kind of good initiatives, startup presentation initiatives are well versed in India, but at the ground level it is performing well or not, government have to be identified. That is was the suggestion here. Okay, we discussed what are the what are the issues are upcoming, what are the upcoming issues are facing by animal husbandries or animal livestock populations, what are the affected, what are the how many rate of percentage, how many amounts or percentage are getting affected because of these animal stock pandemic. And we are focusing on the global pandemic control program. We are suggesting the government to include the collaboration among CDSCO, ICAR, IPC. They have to be form and collaboration to do various vaccine control program. This suggestion was given by, as per the news guidelines, Atul Chitrivedi is a former secretary of Department of Agriculture, Husbandry and Dairy Farming. Okay, that former secretary gave this kind of advice to our government guidelines. Okay, so these four, just people have just focus on these 6 points. That is more than enough to cope up your answer if there is any chance of asking a case study related questions. Okay, thank you. Let me see in any other video and subscribe to our video. Okay.